Well, howdy. The name's Vax, and this is Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action. Obviously a reference to Metal Gear, which we're off to a rollicking good start if the devs have that good taste in video games. This is made by Sukeban Games, published by Eastbrid Games, obviously from the little logo down there. And as you can see, holy shit, it's actually done. This is the 1.1 version. I played a little bit of this already. I got up to, I probably played about maybe half hour of the game. I really do enjoy it. There are just a few typos here and there, which is very good. This is essentially a visual novel, but there's a little bit of gameplay in it. I think 999 in terms of how the gameplay is brought out. There's a lot of dialogue, and then there's sections where you do a little bit of gameplay. And the gameplay consists of you mixing drinks. So, let's just get right into it, I guess. We got settings here. I do want these scan lines on just because it looks cooler that way. Let's start up a new game. Thank you for playing Valhalla. This game is best played getting comfortable. Grab some drinks, some snacks, and enjoy. So sit back and relax. We hope you have a good time. I already had a good time, but it was nice of you to say that again. So we're immediately brought up into the bar, and we're given the first bit of dialogue. Psst. Hey, over here. Boo! How's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe, look sharp. The game's starting and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. Breaking the fourth wall already. Alright, Anna, you're a girl I can get behind. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend, and the bar will eventually close. And I'll admit my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. I have no idea what the brighter side of things is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. See ya. I would vastly prefer a fade in, fade out, and all that good stuff into this, but we'll work with what we got. Yeah. Oh. Just a dream. There's something near the door. Your membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account is at least $800 by then. Make sure to save your data using the Life Backup app. You can now browse the Augmented Eye. I really hope the Shining Fingered is a reference to Steins Gate. If it's not, I'd be pretty sad. So we're given this screen, which is our home screen. We do a lot of management here. This is also a pseudo-management game, in a sense, I guess. We get money, we can buy things to help the main character out. Jill is her name. I guess, like, I bought a hollow plant before I stopped playing, which I guess that'll help her focus a little bit when she's doing bartending stuffs. Alright, so this character named Four. Nobody knows who he is. So, who was that letter from? Nobody. Alright, that's fine. So this is very text heavy, if you haven't already figured that out. I already said it was a VN, so I should have clued you in. Mass immigration continues as Quincy reveals new economic adjustments by Kimberly LaValle. Or Valette, if you're American. With inflation rates among the highest in the world, constant shortages of basic groceries, and rampant violent crime, Glitch City's citizens look for a better life in other countries. Quincy, however, isn't happy with this. They learn in our schools and universities, the Prime Minister said during a talk with the Augmented Eye. But they apply what they learn somewhere else, and I find it rather insulting. This comes after revealing new economic measures for the city, which most analysts consider to be useless for the current environment. They don't know shit, concluded Quincy. I think Quincy is a guy I can get behind. They live here, they do our stuff, then they go off and fuck around a little bit. It really is insulting when you think about it. Wonderlanders are the newest threat to your security. By, again, Kimberly LaValle. If you thought Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, then this new group will certainly blow your mind. They've yet to make an impact as big as Alice Rabbit, but they seem to be aiming very high with the recent threats issued against Prime Minister Quincy. We hold full access to Quincy's email network, and we'll release the whole database this January, the group declared during a stream. Shallow threats. When questioned, Prime Minister Quincy dismissed all the group's threats by stating he's not hiding anything and is not afraid of a possible leak of his email history. Maybe everyone will get to see what kind of TV I bought last month. Wild parties. The people behind the Wonderlanders seem to enjoy dressing in all kinds of rabbit costumes. During the stream, from Anthro to Bunny Girl, the purpose was to show the love and respect they have for Alice Rabbit and their role in today's politics. We want to follow their example while having some fun. We're not sure if this will go anywhere, but we'll be there to tell you if it does. Cyborg in Heels returns next year to the Super Silver Thunderdome by Lana Smithy. The popular show Cyborg in Heels returns to the Dome this March, with tickets going on sale in January. Cyborg in Heels is a massive stage show about a cyborg fighting terrorism while wearing heels. Director Quentin Hayter explains Cyborg in Heels' special appeal during an exclusive interview with the Augmented Eye. What's not to love about it? It's a cyborg wearing heels, cutting stuff. That's literally something we've never seen before. A niche market I'm willing to capitalize on. Check out the full interview in the next few weeks, exclusively here at the Augmented Eye. I want to take a second and commend them for making a really good Metal Gear Rising reference here. Especially the name of the director, Quentin Hayter. I'm pretty sure that is, Quentin comes from Quentin, the guy who voices Raiden, and Hayter, of course, David Hayter, formerly Snake. It's great. It's lovely. I love it. Well, alright. That's all we have here. Let's go to work. Good evening. Hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John face, Gil? This is Gillian. He's our buddy, I would assume. He's our co-worker. We don't really get to see much of him or his humor in the first few bits, because he's off doing God knows what. But I think he's an alright character so far. When you let people call you Jules? Quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? Dunno. She went out to buy some stuff and... Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I'll have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... there's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Oh... Glitch in the Matrix. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss the rent again. So 4 is most likely the cat, and she talks to the cat, or the cat talks to her. Alrighty, I'll believe it. And there are all the beer cans around my apartment, and Jill. Sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. If you can make a piano man, I'll skip the rest, but bear with me for a second here, okay? Let's start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar in the recipe book that will show up on the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or types like manly. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from their cells on the right to the shaker in the center, over here. Onto the right, if I'm not recording my mouse. Gil. When done, press the mix button and then press it again to stop mixing. Click the serve button or the drink itself to serve it and that'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press the reset button and try again. You can press reset at any time, even while the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. Gil, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. Alright, so we went to either a Sugar Rush or Piano Man. I did a Piano Man on my first one, so let's go with a Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush is 2 Adelhyde. Alright, 2 Adelhyde, 1 powdered delta with optional Karmatrine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add some Karmatrine in there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, all mixed. So what they don't tell you is that if you press mix and then hold it, it'll go faster. The little image will go faster, and it'll be a blended drink. Here, happy now? A little, but not quite. Let's do one more. I know. Please humor me for a bit. Some drinks need to be blended. Oh, okay. I must have skipped a little bit of that because I went straight for the Piano Man. Well, this is good for me because I haven't seen this yet. Some drinks need to be blended. This is done by mixing it for over 5 seconds. You can tell it's being blended when the shaker starts moving faster. You also need to check if the drink should be served on the rocks or aged. Check ice and age buttons on the side and select the one you need. And in case it wasn't obvious, on the rocks means you have to toggle the ice tab. For you people who don't know the bartender lingo. It should be noted that the station will add the ice after mixing. It's not something you should mind though, just a fun fact. Give me a moon blast and I'll leave you alone. Keep in mind what I said. Yeah, alright, so you want a moon blast? I'll blast you into the moon with how delicious this drink will be. Alright, I'm going to throw in a 6 Adelhyde, 1 powdered delta, 1 Flanagride, 2 Karmatrine. 2 Karmatrine, that is for children. I'm going with that. Alright, Gil. I also want it on the rocks. So ice, and we're going to blend this shit. 2 Karmatrine. What the hell do you think what do you take me for, Gil? That drink looks perfect. Let's serve this. Alright, fine. Go ahead and reset it. Alright, there's your moon blast, Gilly. Here, did I amuse you for long enough? You did. Sorry to hold you. Let's get working. Yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. Oh, and if a recipe says it uses optional Karmatrine, it means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Optional Karmatrine doesn't count towards making a big drink, of course. Karmatrine is the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that. Are you done with the exposition? Now I am, yeah. Hey guys! Oh, but... eh? Who's that? Someone I should know about? Are you seeing someone behind my back, boss? I bet you hold her hand. I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, I was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest, or bring her unconscious body in here. She's going to make such a ruckus when she wakes up, you know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. There are two of you, leaving yourselves. Do you think Chief knocked her out? That's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl, at least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. Well, we'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be just sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah. Okay then, time to start the night. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? While you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what, we've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs. Lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for how long now? Do I look like the kind of woman who would make a joke like that? Well, so, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. I don't think that's a punishment, per se. I mean, sure, you don't get to mix drinks, but I don't think cleaning anything is that much of a punishment. Plus, you can just slack off a lot. Seems like a sweet deal to me. Have fun. Just that? Fine, I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Fine. With that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. I wonder what was the logic behind that decision. Pretty stupid logic. So I really enjoy a lot of the songs in this game. I've listened to all of the songs through the previews, and they're all pretty goddamn good. So let's start off with the good old Welcome to Valhalla. I like the opening of this song because it sounds a lot like Work Harder from Lisa. Let's see, I want Drive Me Wild. Let's listen to Drive Me Wild. That's pretty good. Umemoto is pretty good too. All Systems Go. Will You Remember Me? March of the White Knight. That's a thing that we'll delve a little bit into, I hope, in this video. We'll go Neo Avatar. A Star Pierces the Dark. Synthestitch is very nice as well. Go ahead and go Digital Drive, Neon District, and for the last one, Skyline. Alrighty. That's a very integral part of this game. We have to choose what music we have to listen to during the night. Alright, time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey you, give me a beer. Oh sure, right on it. He wants a beer. Looks like he looks like quite the big guy though. I'm sorry, talking is not my strong suit. So he's a pretty big guy for you, so we'll go ahead and double the amount. Oh wait, it's 4 Bronson extracts, 4 Flanagrides, and 8 Karmatrines. All mixed. Big old beer for you, man. There you go. Yeah, this one's good. Pretty good, in fact. Nice job. Thanks, I guess. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey 3. What? What's New Jersey 3 like? Is it literal hell? Are we talking Doom levels here? What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Donovan D. Dawson. Alrighty, J. Jonah Jameson. Nothing gets published there without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then. Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wildcard hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's. That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. And clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact that you write about the hacker, just that you write about them every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it, my interns do. The poor bastards think it'll help them make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors. Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I have enough pressure on the problems as is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid, but if more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get People get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Well, that's somewhat true, ain't it? Especially in today's world. Or, how the air conditioner is misogynistic and how it makes all the women's feel colder. That's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easier to write about and you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and even people like you. And that's not good. Don't do that. Even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. That brings money, and like I said, you did it again. You don't write like this, don't put a period and then and. That's terrible. I probably do it more than I should, but I subconsciously know it's wrong, and I cringe every time I do it. And like I said, money's good. I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about that is they know half of our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. I think you're being too harsh. What about? No, wait. I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? The kid in the restaurant critique column. Shit, forgot what that brat's name is. Restaurant? I believe that's... that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column's the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. I guess the obituaries don't get a whole lot of traffic at all. Having a drink myself while I'm playing this, so it's kind of fitting, I guess. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming in here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Wasn't this one then. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Try? I already gave you a large beer. And why do you say it like I didn't give you a beer last time? What, did I give you a Brandini? Coming right up. I really like this because I actually forget a lot of things. 2 Flanagride and 4 Carmatrine. We'll give him a small beer this time. Yeah, this is a beer, alright. Keep it up, kid. You'll get better someday. So tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. Who was that? Nobody important. Hey, I heard that! Poor Gil. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole if you like. Charming. So, celebrities. Not really, at least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Do you have any pictures of a superhero? Of a spider-like variety? As I'd really enjoy some of those. For personal use. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love? Fall from grace? Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want is to see their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Nah, I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. You thought wrong, but even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Why should I care about a game journalist giving a game favorable reviews after getting sexed up by the dev? Oh wait, I do care about that. Granted, socks with sandals is practically a public indecency, but still. Oh please, as a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers. It sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. Just the other day I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All of that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy isn't he a really nice guy? To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. It feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, eh, Brat? We all too can play that game of... Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. refrain from using it. You can't tell me or Jill what to do, Donovan. The hell do you think? Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm gonna have the White Knights come and take you away. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe, why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It'd be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. Personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway, eventually the people from the stories would know it's them to blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients write about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Nice afterthought there, Jill. No. If I talk about these guys and what they've been through, you know, them stealing shit and make it public, of course their lives wouldn't be touched at all. Right? Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Did I say something wrong? Not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. Well, it depends on what kind of boss you are. If you're an asshole, yeah. But if you're like the boss, then you're pretty good in my book. Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general, but Mr. Donovan, now that's more like it. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them. Not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh, gods, no. But I want them to fear me. Not because I'm their boss or the name appearing on their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you're asking something. What was it? Drink? Another one? Do you? Oh yeah. You know what? Third time's a charm. Give me a beer. Alright, another beer. Boring choice for a boring man, I guess. 1 high. No, let's go ahead and make a big one. Alright, that might be fun. I didn't give him a big one last time. One beer. Here's hoping I don't pass out. Cheers. Enjoy. Say, kid, does this bar have any investors? He didn't call it a hellhole? There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there are no local investors. Why? Just want to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Oh, shit. That's a good singer right there, Mr. Donovan. Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in their company. Well, that's... I mean, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. Like Tokyo Mirage Sessions. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? You still have to answer to unions and the government and those kinds of organizations, don't you? Yeah, but that's paperwork. Make somebody else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And there's always that one guy or gal that says, "Hey, why don't you do what that other newspaper does?" Recently they told me that they needed more clicks. More clicks! I make sure to keep stuff spicy while still keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks, I'll give them more clicks. I'll give them the lemons. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll show them what happens when I do When I do what they want, don't reject ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. You go get him, Tiger. Should I be worried? Nah. At least he paid before storming off. I wonder what happened with Sven, though. Never heard from him again. Jill! Yes? What the hell happened in that bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You'd think their short legs would hinder them. The ceiling, the sinks, the toilets, the vents. Shh, you'll wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, client. Welcome to Valhalla, what can I... Big gut punch. Fast. Alright. What's a gut punch? I want to give him a gut punch, alright? Ooh, spicy. Spicy girl. Alright, a gut punch. Gut punch is 5 Bronson extract, but he wants it big. So we'll give him 10 Bronson extract, 2 Flanagride, and let's give him some Karmatrine. I didn't give him any Karmatrine last time. I'll give him 5. All aged and mixed. Here, have a big gut punch. You can actually do it then. I tell you what, you look punk as hell, man. Where'd you get those earrings done? Dollar General? This crack house is a bar. Hellhole, crack house. Smells like dog urine and soap. How the hell do you expect someone to feel comfortable in here? I'm surprised you decided to come to our little crack house at all, mister. What the hell do you care? The payment registry says... Serve the question then, Mr. Ingram McDougal. McDougal. So he's Irish then. Oh, then he can drink with the rest of them. Sorry about the smell. We're working on fixing it. There was an incident over the weekend. But it's Tuesday. Please, let me know what I can do to make your experience more pleasant, regardless. If I pay you, will you come with me to a motel for a couple of hours? No? Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks. Such pleasant clientele tonight. I ask why you decided to come to our bar then? Somebody recommended this place, and I have absolutely no idea why she likes it. She says she's a regular here and all. I'm starting to doubt her tastes. A regular? Can I ask who? No. I'll concede one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has a decent taste. Why, thank you, Ingram. I did my best to just randomly selecting music. You look like you don't have any musical tastes yourself, and you also look like a robot. Is that a necklace, or is your head screwed on? I'm sorry I'm being rude to our customer. Hey Jill, where'd you put the dish soap? You'll's run out. Below the sink where it's always been. Right. Oh, customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay in Valhalla. So, any other feedback you want to provide the establishment so we can enhance your customer experience? No, nothing. That's an interesting change of heart. I can't afford to slander this place knowing she's here. You know my boss? Ooh, little backstory here maybe. I don't know her, but I know who she is. Donna Zane, Red Comet. The woman who fended off mall rioters all by herself, knocking them out cold one by one. That's an achievement and a title I've never heard before. I know Boss did quite a few things before opening this bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? I heard a couple of stories, but they sound too fantastical to be true. What sounds fantastical is her hair color, being all white and shit. You had an interesting change of attitude. I saw that woman take out armed rioters with her bare hands. That's also pretty fantastical. You're probably lying to me, but whatever. Once you see something like that, it's hard not to keep your mouth shut in front of them. Interesting. You can relax, though. I've only seen her deal with clients personally about 2 or 3 times. One involved Class 5 weaponry, the other one a pickup artist, and the latest had an alpaca. An alpaca. Not really an alpaca, but there's this woman who owns a textile company. She got really drunk and she started screaming she was an alpaca. She started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can I get you anything else? Give me a pile driver, please. I'll give you a pile driver, sir. Please. There's a word I haven't heard today. Coming right up. He wants a pile driver. I honestly feel like suplexing him, though. Hopefully he'll give me the world title. Bah, God. He had a family. Oh, shit. Reset that. 3 Flanagride. 4 Carmatrine. 4. All mixed up. No other special shit. There you go, sir. That's fine, I guess. Hey, lady, have you ever faked an orgasm? Ooh. Just going right to the point, ain't we? I'm sorry, I think I heard wrong. I asked you if you've ever faked an orgasm. That's a question I'm not going to answer. I'll take that as a yes. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. I mean, even the most sincere of people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time, lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually, but for that moment the lie can give meaning to you. I say lies are like your porn stash. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. Does that mean you've really faked orgasms? Because you look like you have a lot of experience. Damn, son, I want to punch you in the face. That's a lot of misogyny you're shoving at my face there, Ingram. Still, that's quite the random thought to just suddenly have. Are you perhaps lying about something right now? Not really, I was just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. Hey, I'm gonna need another drink here. Already? Don't you think you're drinking a bit quickly? That's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright, let's give him a fringe weaver. I don't know a joke I can make with the fringe weaver. Because it's a weird name. So 1 Adelheid, 9 Carmatrine. All aged and mixed. There you go, buddy. Try not to drink too fast. That's up to me. Hey, lady, have you ever felt empty? Empty how? Like hungry? Damn, you are thick. No, I mean empty like there's a part of you missing. Can't say I particularly have. I just feel like there's this part of myself that lacks something. An urge to get or do something that I just can't satisfy. Have you tried taking up a hobby? It might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Any suggestions? Well, collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercising. Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative. Which is? Bitches and alcohol. Alrighty, buddy. I tried sex tourism once. It was like a bloody Russian roulette of STD, so I left midway through. I once burned my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. Porn is more amusing and way cheaper. I've also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day or 3 years in a row now. Shit, man, that is hardcore. You are weird. You are into weird stuff. Or is that all a lie? Nothing seems to do it. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? You can't fuck puppies. At least you shouldn't. I'll tell that to some of the furry community. They're weird like that. I'm drawing a blank then. Can't think of anything that might help. I wasn't expecting you to help me, or to believe me. Huh? I could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Anyway, I'm leaving now. This smell's killing me. Please come again. Don't count on it. Alright, you bastard. I'm gonna fucking kill you now. Insulting my place of business. Good. Boss, I'm gonna take my break. Alright. And I'm also going to take my break. Actually, I'm going to take a bit of an indefinite break with this this video. This was, just a one-off. Want to show you what it was. The one thing I was pretty disappointed in was that you don't really have a whole lot of choices. I don't know if that changes, but so far it was pretty straightforward. What I want, this actually does scratch the itch that I have for playing a game that has you be the wise bartender. I really, really enjoy that, but we also need it to be more open for players. I know that's, not for this game. This game is obviously more focused on one straight story. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't played through the game. But what I wanted to see was me actually having choices and what I can respond to and all that nice stuff. I guess you can't, pick and choose what you want. This is what we got. It's really good. I highly recommend it. It's like $15 on Steam. It's not going on the Steam sale right now, which, well, that's because it just came out. Well, that's pretty much it for me. Thanks for watching.